Both the land and surrounding waters of Fuerteventura have been declared a biosphere reserve. They are home to a variety of precious species of flora and fauna that are carefully protected. This island is over 20 million years old, and every landscape, every product that comes from its soil, and every species that lives there bears the stamp of a volcano. On the ground, the Jandía thistle, the Canarian Houbara bustard, the Majorera goat. In the sky, Egyptian vultures, kestrels, eaglets. And in the sea, the volcanic formations are home to more than 390 species, including sea turtles. Sea turtles in the Canary Islands. In the Canary Islands archipelago, 6 species of sea turtles have been recorded out of the 7 that exist worldwide. That is, at some point, at least one specimen of 6 different species has been observed. However, the most abundant and the most frequent are the common or loggerhead sea turtle, which counts for 95% of the records of the islands, and the green turtle, which is in a smaller percentage. There have also been occasional sightings of leatherback turtles and some specimens of hawkbill turtle, olive ridley turtle, and Kemp's ridley turtle. Welcome to the Sea Turtle Recovery and Conservation Center of Fuerteventura. The Fuerteventura Island Council manages the Sea Turtle Recovery and Conservation Center, which currently has several lines of action. Recovery of injured sea turtles. One of the lines of action is the recovery of injured turtles. How is this done? Well, when we are informed that an injured turtle has been found, which is normally done through a phone call to the 112 emergency service, our staff goes to pick up the turtle to take it to the recovery center. Once there, the veterinary and technical team identifies the turtle, makes a diagnosis, and determines its treatment. From there, they are placed in the tanks for recovery. It is important that the turtles remain in the recovery center for as little time as possible, and the priority is that, once they have recovered from their injuries or illness, they are released back into the wild. What are the main and most common causes of admission to the centers? Entanglement and fishing gear are the most common causes. Fishing gear and raffia sacks, ingestion of hooks, plastic or other foreign substances, collisions with boats, or hydrocarbon poisoning. There is no doubt that in addition to the veterinary care and technical assistance for turtles to recover, the collaboration of the public, administrations and other organizations through the 112 emergency call is also important. Because without this warning, many turtles would probably not be able to recover. Such a simple act as making a call to report a finding means that a turtle can then be successfully returned to its natural habitat in good health. Conservation. Extension of loggerhead turtle breeding habitat in the Macaronesia. This center, which is here in the port of Morrojable, originated in the reintroduction project of the loggerhead turtle into Macaronesia. The project really aims to expand the breeding areas of this species because in the entire eastern Atlantic, there is only one breeding population of loggerhead turtles in Cape Verde. And this population is highly endangered because the vast majority of nests are concentrated along very few kilometers. When this study was carried out, the Canary Islands were found to be the most suitable site, as both the Canary Islands and Cape Verde are volcanic islands, with many similar characteristics in terms of morphology, geomorphology, oceanography, and most importantly, the beach of Cofete was found to be the most suitable place to host sea turtle nests, in this case, loggerhead turtles. Why were the eggs brought back to square one as soon as they were laid by the female turtles? Because all sea turtles return to the place where the embryo develops and the egg is incubated in the future to reproduce. That is, these eggs are incubated on a beach. The embryo fixes its place of reference where it develops. Then when it hatches, it goes to the sea. It spends a few years roaming through the waters, as I say, migrating through the Atlantic Ocean in this case. But when it reaches sexual maturity and hormones tell it the time has come, each turtle returns to the place where it was incubated when it was an egg, when it was an embryo. These eggs were brought here. All these baby turtles were born here. The embryos developed and were born on the beach of Cofete. Therefore, their place of reference is Fuerteventura, to return to the day they reach sexual maturity in order to lay eggs of their own. The newborn turtles are very small and their shells are still very soft, so they have a lot of predators. For these animals to survive to adulthood and create a breeding colony in the Canary Islands, we would have had to bring a lot more eggs. What we did was we raised the hatchlings in captivity during their first year of life, until their shells were hard enough to protect them from most predators. And that was done in this nursery. The turtle nursery took in these hatchlings for the 5 years that we had hatchlings here in Cofete. They were raised here for a year and they were then released on the beach of Cofete. Around 1,300 turtles have been released and are now roaming the seas. And those that survive will return here to Fuerteventura to nest, soon with a bit of hope. Environmental education and awareness. As a complement to the recovery and conservation work carried out in this centre, we have another line of action that we believe to be important and fundamental, which is environmental education and awareness. Along these lines, here at the Fuerteventura Island Council, as part of the Knowing is Protecting environmental education program, we are developing the Return Home project, where one of the main activities carried out is the release and return to the ocean of the sea turtles cared for at the centre, and where we also have another series of resources and strategies to promote environmental education and awareness. We have talks, we have interpretative stories, guided tours of the centre, and we have also introduced various educational and informative materials, all with the aim of raising awareness and contributing to the conservation of these species of sea turtles present in the waters of Fuerteventura. The conservation of species is a priority for the Environmental Sustainability Department. An example of this is this Sea Turtle Recovery Centre, where sea turtles are brought to us damaged, either by bags, traps, or hooks stuck either in their flippers or in their mouths. The turtles spend some time here to recover, and then they are released. These types of initiatives by the regional ministry, as well as the work of educating and raising awareness among the public, are fundamental for the conservation of species and ecosystems. Only by caring for and protecting the natural environment with commitment from all areas will we continue to be what defines us, an island, a World Biosphere Reserve.